So today I'm babysitting for a friend of ours, and we thought, what a better way to answer a frequently asked question about whether or not we're gonna have any more kids.
We actually get this asked usually at least once every time we go live. So it's time to talk about it in a video. Will we have more kids, and do we want more kids? I would love more kids. And I mean, we only have had Brady now for 7 years, and having another kid would be really cool. I think Brady would be really good with a sibling. There are complications to our wanting kids. As we talk about why we're most likely not going to have any kids in the future, it's not completely off the table. There's always opportunities like fostering or adopting too. Things do change, so you never know what's going to happen.
I think that it's not a matter of do we want more kids, because sure we do. Realistically, we didn't use any preventives for babies for 5 years. And I feel like if it was going to happen, it would have happened in that time. It was the 5 years after we had Brady. So I have hypothyroidism, and I also have PCOS, both of which can impact fertility and reproductive things. I don't necessarily know or think that it's impossible, but I think it would definitely make it harder, and thus far it has. I mean, we could always try to do like interventions, but they're but they cost a lot, they take a lot of time, and then like the chance of them not working, you know what I mean? It is possible to have medical help with it as far as like conceiving, but a lot of those things take time and energy, and just we would really have to be committed to having another kid. And I mean, people are committed when they choose to have more children, you know, it's such a permanent thing, but we would have to actually seek out, I think, doctors and talk about it and actually plan and try to make sure it did happen. We're also really at a point right now that Brady is gaining the most independence that she's ever had before. And so it's hard for us to want to give that up and start over almost, because it took us so long to get to this point. Like, yes, I know that other people it's taken longer, or they're not there with older kids yet, but for Brady in our family, like, she's finally getting semi-independent with things, certain things.
I do think that having a baby may set Brady back. It would change things for Brady, and it would change routines, it would change a lot of stuff, and we might lose this progress that we've made. At the same time, I don't want to say that Brady is the reason why we're not having kids, because that's just a small factor. If anything in the future, I'm open to the fact of fostering and adopting, just not right now, because we're not in a place to do that. There's a chance that could happen in the future, thanks to that one movie. That Mark Wahlberg movie. Mark Wahlberg movies are the best movies. What was the movie called?
Instant Family.
Instant Family. Such a good movie. What's most important in this world? Human beings.
But then you have to take into account, like, Brady's our top priority, and for us, we're finally getting comfortable and staying above water with just the three of us, and adding any child to that, neurotypical or not, or special needs or not, like, that's balancing a whole other person and their schedule and stuff. And I don't like being stressed out and feeling like everything is chaotic all the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because another person, no matter what their abilities are, is going to have their own scheduling to have to worry about. And I'm not saying it's impossible. There are plenty of people that have multiple kids, like even upwards of 5-10 kids, you know, but I just don't think that that's necessarily for us right now. And I think Brady would have a hard time with that. She's been an only child for so long. She doesn't share us well.
I think she does find other kids too. With all that being said, who really plans to have kids?
Some people do. We can make plans as much as we want to, but plans change. Plans change unexpectedly as well. We never planned for Brady, and here she is. You know, it's the best thing ever. David and I had just met and started dating, and then came Braylee, and it's the best thing that's ever happened to us, but she absolutely was not planned. She's a very pleasant surprise.
Are we ever really ready for a baby? No. I don't think anybody's ever ready for a baby. So you never know. Anything could happen. Nobody knows the future. That's where we're at with babies. Having babies. You never know. Maybe once we have the wee ranch, we'll have wee kids. Welcome home, Braylee. We missed you. She's playing with the pangrams. And singing.
I know that sometimes it is a deterrent for people if they have a child with special needs, such as, autism and the prevalence of it, that they're afraid to have.
Why would we not want another one?
For some people, I know that it is a deterrent when you have one kid with special needs already, that you don't want to have another one, especially with certain diagnoses that are more frequent to have a second child with that same diagnosis. For us, that's not a deterrent. We already kind of know what it would entail. I mean, every childhood situation is different, but as far as going through the motions and navigating the system and everything, I think that we could do it. So for us, that's not a deterrent either.
So we're still out of car. Our car's still not repaired. The parts finally came in today, but they can't start until Monday, so the rental car went back. So what are we gonna do tomorrow? I guess we could still take the bus places. We're still doing a Q&A video. If you have any questions for us, send them to the weefamily0@gmail.com. You can send us just regular questions in text, or you could even send us a video question. A question with your face. Either way is fine. We're going to give it a couple weeks to accumulate some questions, and we're going to create a fun Q&A video so you guys can get to know us even better. That is all for today. Please subscribe to our channel for more, and we will talk to you guys later. Peace.